800-761-5522.
Portions of this edition of the Don Kroah Show were pre-recorded for broadcast at this time. The Don Kroah Show is brought to you in part by Passport Auto Group Stores. As an essential business during COVID-19, Passport is ready to meet your car buying or servicing needs and do it with complete safety and security from one of their 9 convenient locations. Whether it's a video walkthrough of a vehicle you're interested in or purchasing a vehicle either online or in the comfort and safety of your own home, check out the superb services waiting for you at PassportAuto.com. That's PassportAuto.com.
Live from the WAVA-FM Passport Auto Group Studios, it's the Don Kroah Show on 105.1 FM, WAVA.
How you doing, folks? Hello there. Welcome to another hour of the Don Kroah Show, Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 each afternoon. We get together, talk about things going on in the world. Also bring you good information, as much of it as we possibly can, on all kinds of different topics. And this hour, a case in point. Been quite a while. In fact, it's been really far too long since we've had my guest here on the show to answer your questions and your concerns and your interest regarding real estate and mortgages and interest rates and all that. Whether you're going to buy a home for the first time, you want to refinance, which I have a story to tell about that this hour, and any other question. I want you to know that this is your hour because the phone lines are going to be open for you to talk with my good friend Mark Livingstone. As many of you know, he's the owner and president of Cornerstone First Financial, brings a quarter of us, and he's still such a young man, but he brings 25 years of experience to this whole subject of the mortgages and so on. And beyond that, folks, I dare say most importantly, he really is a true follower of the Lord Jesus. He's an active member of McLean Bible Church. He's done missions work and traveled in other countries of the world. So, Mark, it's a delight to have you here this time in the studios with me.
The delight is all mine, my friend. It's great to see you face to face.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
It has too long.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to how well, and I say that with forethought, how well Cornerstone has served me recently. So we'll talk about that as the hour unfolds. But before we get to any of these topics, let me give you our phone number because I want you to know this is going to be an hour that goes very fast. They always do. So if you have a question about interest rates or refinancing or mortgages or the housing industry or whatever, you need to call 888-293-9282. That's our number right here. Julie will get you on the air at 888-293-WAVA. It's really what that number is, 888-293-9282. And also, we always like to remind you that after we've run out of the hour, you can still call the office at Cornerstone at 202-625-1221. That's 202-625-1221, or go to their website, cornerstonefirst.com. So, my friend, it's so good, as we've already said, to have you here. What's been happening? It's been a tough year in every sense of the word. COVID, politics, all of that. But what's happening in terms of the housing and mortgage industry?
It's been the best of times and the worst of times. You know, if there's any silver lining to COVID-19, it's going to be the housing and mortgage industry. What we've seen, Don, is we've seen loans, interest rates drop to 50-year lows. So let's go back 1 year ago today. 1 year ago today, interest rates were exactly 1% higher than where they are right now. Furthermore, economists had just declared that we had entered what's called the golden age, where for the first time since World War II, interest rates and unemployment had fallen below 4%. Okay? So that was the golden age. But then we know what happened. COVID hit and unemployment shot up. But at the same time, interest rates started dropping. So we've seen such a huge decrease in interest rates, literally 15 record drops in the last year, where it just keeps dropping. It's another record set, dropping another record set, 15 different times. And what we've seen with that, because we know that housing and jobs drive the economy and really will be the fuel that sets the economy back on fire when we're out of this COVID problem. But what we've seen is that with interest rates as low as they are, you're getting so many people that are buying homes and coming off the sidelines. What that has led to is a decrease in inventory of new homes. So what that does is pushes values back up. So due to COVID and the interest rates being as low as they are, we've seen $1 trillion of tappable home equity now go into homeowners' pockets that they can tap into. Because what happens, Don, in a nutshell, is that as rates drop, people come off the sidelines, they put contracts on houses, which then drive up the home prices, and then those people that are not buying homes have their homes increase in value, so they then can take some of that value out, whether it's to eliminate the PMI that they had so they could buy the home, or whether they want to pay off a home equity line of credit that is no longer tax deductible, or whether they want to pay off credit cards or student loans. So you're seeing the economy just chug along due to the housing and what's happening with these ultra low interest rates.
I've heard you say on some of the spots, the ads, that it's the housing industry that's going to bring us back.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, before this first break, quickly, is it a seller's market or a buyer's or both right now?
Absolutely a seller's market. There's not enough houses to go around right now, and anyone thinking about selling should be doing it, because literally you're seeing just massive amounts of contracts going on every single listing. Every friend of mine in the real estate industry is telling me that they can't keep a home on the market for more than a couple days.
We're going to take a break and come back, but listen, I want you to know this is a quick hour. It always is. If you have questions about mortgages, interest rates, refinancing, whatever, you need to call now at 888-293-9282. We have an expert right here in-house, 888-293-9282. Again, 888-293-9282. Julie will get you in the queue as quick as possible, but give us a call right now with your question.
Back in the day, we danced to a hit song by Houdini, Friends. How many of us have them? Friends, y'all remember that? A lot of years have passed, but the question is just as relevant today. 1 Samuel 18:3-4 tells us, and Jonathan made a covenant with David because he loved him as himself. Jonathan took off the robe he was wearing and gave it to David, along with his tunic and even his sword, his bow, and his belt. Now, today, most people only love us as long as they can use us, but Jonathan loved David, watch this, as he loved himself. This was a ride-or-die type friendship that requires self-sacrifice, commitment, and loyalty. I've learned over the years a friendship can never be stronger than the character of the two people involved. You may be a great person, but if you befriend a snake, don't be surprised if you get bit. Good friendships are healthiest between good people. Never stop trying to be a good person just because some people have done you bad. For more, go to gracechurchva.org, and as always, live big.
Hi, folks. Don Kroah here. I want to thank you for your help in providing life-saving water, food, and a Bible to children in Malawi, Zambia, and Uganda, and several other African countries, as you team up with Cross International in our current campaign called Thriving Kids Africa. A $62 one-time gift does that for one child. $124 provides for two children. $186 for three. $310 does it for 5 children. And a gift of $620 will provide good, clean drinking water, nutritious food, and a copy of God's Word to each child when you call 866-222-9566. That's 866-222-9566. Again, 866-222-9566. Or just go online to WAVA.com and click on the Cross International banner. That's 866-222-9566. Or online at WAVA.com.
Can action can, and then from action can call A-Action today.
Do you have a leaky faucet, a running toilet, lights that don't work, or worse yet, a heating and air conditioning system that's been ignored for years? It's time to take some action and go to aactionhomeservices.com. Licensed in Maryland, Virginia, and D.C. with a 100% satisfaction guarantee.
ActionHomeservices.com.
Hear 105.1 FM WAVA wherever you are on our mobile app or on iHeart, TuneIn, and now on radio.com.
It's getting harder and harder to make sense out of today's headlines. To stay on top of breaking world and national news with a Christian worldview and a faith-based perspective on what it means, turn to ChristianHeadlines.com. Log on to ChristianHeadlines.com for the very latest news, and then sign up for our free daily newsletter to stay one step ahead of what's happening. Get out of the mainstream media rut with top news and positive headlines every day with ChristianHeadlines.com.
You do so much to keep your loved ones safe. Car seats, check. Smoke alarms, check. Bike helmets, check. Preventing suicide. What are you doing? If prescription medications or firearms are in your home, lock them up and limit access. Suicide is preventable. Taking action could save a life. Suicide. Recognize it, talk about it, act on it. Learn more at recognizetalkact.org. A message from the Virginia Department of Health.
Hey, wait up. Let me grab a quick smoke.
You can't keep up now. And how do you even buy that stuff? You're not 21.
Oh, I bought this before the law changed.
That doesn't matter. It's illegal to possess any tobacco products, including electronic and vaping products that contain nicotine if you're under 21. You can still buy FDA-approved cessation aids like nicotine patches or gum, though. Why don't you get some and quit?
Quitting is hard, but now is the time. Quit Now Virginia is there to help. Go to quitnow.net/Virginia or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW for free help today.
Hey, don't miss this opportunity. Don't waste this quick hour, folks. We have some callers lined up, but we need you on that roster as well at 888-293-9282. No dumb questions except the one you didn't ask. That's what the teachers always told us, right? So if you have a question for Mark Livingstone with Cornerstone First about interest rates, mortgages, credit scores, anything else, now's the time to call and get in the lineup, if you will, or as the Brits say, in the queue. 888-293-9282. 888-293-9282. And, Mark, let's talk with Cameron in Rockville. Hello, Cameron.
Hey, Cameron.
Hey, Don. Hey, Mark. How are you guys?
Excellent, thank you.
Good. So, Mark, I had a quick question. I'm getting ready to start looking at houses now, and I wanted to hear from you. What do you think a good score is to get a mortgage?
Great question, Cameron. So one of the COVID-19 was detrimental, had a negative impact on two types of loans, and that's investment properties and people with challenged credit. We'll call them challenged credit. We, Cornerstone, we used to go all the way down to a 550 credit score. But unfortunately, with COVID hitting and then people filing forbearance, what happened was that the lenders got a little bit they got a little bit scared to offer loans to people less than perfect credit because generally those lower scores were the ones that were the first to go into forbearance. Like investment properties, when people have investment properties and renters stop paying rent, those are the first ones that went into forbearance as well. So we had to tighten our restrictions, Cameron, and we raised our minimum credit score to a 660. Now, that was last spring. So things have started to loosen up, and we're now down to a 640 credit score. And I anticipate that we'll be down to a 620 probably within the next month or two. But right now, we don't do below a 640. And from what I understand, my cohorts and competitors are the same way. Right now, if you have less than a 640 credit score, and we haven't even talked about what yours is yet, Cameron, but if a listener has less than a 640 credit score, I would say just start working on your credit. And we do have counselors that we can advise you. We can tell the listeners that call the office. We can refer you to a credit repair company. But now the question, Cameron, what is your credit score?
Last time I checked, it's around a 750.
So, there you go. Outstanding, my friend. So I applaud you having such great credit, and I would encourage you, yes, to call the office, and there are loan officers standing by, and they'll be able to kind of guide you. The three things, Cameron, that we're looking at when we are speaking to somebody looking to buy a home, the three things are credit. Do you have a tendency to pay your bills on time, which it absolutely sounds like you do? The second thing
I do.
is obviously going to be your income, because how much you make is going to dictate how much you can afford. And then the third thing we're going to look at is how much, if any, money you need to put down. And I say if any because there are programs such as the VA loans, which we'll get into later, and then the USDA loans that don't require any money down at all. Are you perhaps a veteran?
I am not.
Okay, very good. then we could get a loan for you, Cameron, with as little as 3% down. And that's
Wow.
a conventional loan. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac have some great programs, Home Ready, Home Possible. So do me a favor, call the office. The number's 202-625-1221, or you can go to our website, cornerstonefirst.com, and apply online, and one of our very knowledgeable, friendly loan officers will be happy to take care of you, Cameron.
Great. Thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for the call, my friend.
888-293-9282 is our number here. 888-293-9282. 888-293-9282. Would love to hear your questions, because the one that you're thinking of asking is no doubt the one that somebody else has on their mind as well. But the hour's going to go quickly. I can't say that often enough. The time's going to go quick, and we call it rushing for the bus at the end of the hour. It just doesn't work well. We can't get everybody on the bus at the last moment. So now's the chance. And as Mark just said, you can also call 202-625-1221, even after the show's over on into the evening.
Absolutely. Everyone's working late tonight.
I figured that's good. Let me take a moment to talk about my experience, which is just now being finalized, as a matter of fact. I just got word today. I refinanced a home that I own, and I got to tell you, folks, I've had good experience in the past. The last rewrite was very easy, very quick, but nothing like this. Nothing like Cornerstone. I mean that, and I'm not saying it because Mark's sitting here. But really, the best interest rate I've ever gotten, and the easiest procedure by which they walked me through everything and told me what I needed. And I think we started talking, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it's wrapping up officially, I think, tomorrow.
That's right. That's right. And the thing for the listeners to remember is that right now, most lenders are taking upwards of 30, 60, even 90 days to get you to settlement. And at Cornerstone First, we're closing loans in 2 to 3 weeks. Most times, I'd say 70% of the time, we're getting it done without an appraisal. Again, you got to have a 640 credit score right now. But if you have that 640, if you have 3.25% or higher right now, you need to refinance. Give us a call. In fact, Don, did you know that right now, 45% of Americans that qualify for a refinance haven't taken advantage of these low rates? And out of that 45%, 27%, and I hate to throw these numbers at you, 27% haven't taken advantage because they don't know what their current rate is. So I encourage all the people that can hear my voice right now to pull out your mortgage statement. It takes just a moment. And if you have 3.25% or higher, send us that mortgage statement. We'll get you a quote without pulling your credit report. Now, if we decide to go to page 2 from page 1, then we will need to pull the credit report. But just do yourself a favor, call, do a little bit of fact finding to see if you can save money, because these rates will not be this low forever. So take advantage of them while they're hot and while they last.
You're absolutely right. I can't say it strongly enough, folks. Now's the time to do it. I'd thought about it, talked about it for several months. In fact, you and I talked about it a few months ago. And then I got to thinking, this interest rate bottom out here, where I think maybe where we are now, is not going to be around much longer.
Absolutely not. And the other thing is 100 years from now, when historians look back on the pandemic and they chronicle it, and you're watching specials, or our relative ancestors, or way down the road 100 years from now, are looking back on it on the Nat Geo channel or what have you, one of the things they're definitely going to mention is the housing and real estate market, because it is never, in all the years that I've been doing mortgages, Don, I've never seen it this hot. With interest rates this low, homes appreciating so quickly. In fact, I just read something today that said since 2012, homes in America have appreciated on an average of 53%. That's amazing. So if you're still paying PMI on an FHA loan, if you have that credit card debt, if you have that student debt, if you want to take cash out for any reason to build an addition or pay off anything, do yourself a favor. Now is the time to act before the rates start going up.
Hey, right now is also the time for you to give us your own call. We thank, was it Cameron from Rockville who called? Thank you for that call. But others of you, I really would like you to take advantage of the expertise that Mark and his entire staff offer. And now's the time to do that. Give us a call right here at 888-293-9282. No question is the dumb one, except the one he never asked. 888 888-293-9282, 888-293-9282. Again, 888-293-WAVA will get you right in here. Julie will get you up on the queue right away. Perfect time to call because this is already, 25 minutes have gone by already. A couple of lines starting to light up. We have, we've got actually about 10 lines that we could get you on, so there's plenty of room. I'd love to see those filled up. So a couple more of you call in right now with your question, 888-293-9282. And let's talk for a moment about, there obviously will be some sort of spring market. What do we expect for spring 2021?
I think it never died down for the winter doldrums. In fact, it is still so hot right now, and it's only going to get hotter. So agents and people that are looking to sell their home have been posturing, trying to decide when the time is right, and the time is now to strike while the iron is hot. I think it's just there's not enough housing to go around right now. And with rates this low, we have a lot of clients that get pre-approved. We give them a pre-approval letter, and then they go out looking at homes with their agent. And so they go down, and we're seeing dozens of contracts being put on these homes, sometimes in a contingency, Don. When you write a contract, you have these things called contingencies, like an appraisal contingency or a home inspection contingency. One of the most common is somebody has a contingency that they have to sell their primary residence and use that money to buy something else. Well, we're seeing contracts written with no contingencies. Risky, yes, but does that make you more attractive for a home seller? Absolutely. So you need to do yourself a favor and make sure you're crossing your T's and dotting your I's, and that's what we'll do for you. We'll pull your credit, we'll check your assets, we'll make sure that we can write the best pre-approval letter to make you very attractive to a home seller, and we should be able to strike those contingencies so that you get in and get the house that you want.
Hey, Chris from Howard County, you're on with Mark. Go ahead.
Hey, Chris.
Thanks. Hey, Mark. Thanks for taking my call.
Absolutely, sir. What can I do for you?
I just was wondering, I just refinanced about maybe 12, 18 months ago, and I hear the rates are quite a bit lower now, and just curious, what you think the threshold is as far as, is it time to do it again or not?
Well, as I was just saying to Don before the commercial break, if you have 3.25% or higher, then I think it makes sense. Now, there are some things that play into that. For example, your loan amount. The higher the loan amount, then the more sense it makes because the more money you'll save per month. So, Chris, let me ask you this. What is your current rate that you were able to obtain 12 to 18 months ago?
I think I'm either at 3.375 or 3.5. One of those two.
Chris, you fall into that category I was just talking about the 27% that don't know what their interest rate is. So I encourage you to take a look at your mortgage statement, send it over to us. You can send it to one of the loan officers in the office, and then we'll work up a proposal for you. And then we'll tell you if it makes sense, and then you can make the educated decision as to whether or not it makes sense. But at 3 3/8 or 3.5, Chris, I absolutely think that it does make sense. Do you have any kind of second mortgage or home equity line of credit?
No, just the first.
Just the first. Okay, absolutely. Do yourself a favor. Call the office, 202-625-1221, and then one of the loan officers will get that mortgage statement, will work up a comprehensive approval, and you're off to the races.
Hey, thanks for the call, Chris. Let's go quickly to Mike in La Plata before we have to take the bottom of the hour break. Mike, you're on with Mark Livingstone. Go ahead.
Mike.
Hey, Mark. Thanks, Don. I'll try and be quick here. My question involves selling a home. We have a home in the Florida, and it's in good condition, but it still needs some work. It definitely needs to have a new kitchen put in. We have some cupboards that aren't adhered to the wall very well. It's got fresh tile in it, except for the kitchen, and we have some appliances. Would I be better, do you think, to go ahead and just try and sell the house as is, or should I continue upgrading it?
Well, I'm not a real estate agent, so that's not my expertise there. But I would say that you might need to take some of the money out of the La Plata home and use that in order to fix it up if that's what you're going to do with the home in Florida. And that's the other thing, is about home equity rising. People can take the money out and fix up their second home or rental property. So that's what I would do, Mike. Feel free to call the office, and they'll go over the options with you, 202-625-1221.
Thanks for the call, Mike. We have other calls lined up. Take a quick break, come back as fast as we can. Some lines open at 888-293-9282. 888-293-9282. Stay with us.
Have you ever noticed that sometimes, even after a full night's sleep, you still wake up tired? Well, that's because while you may have slept, you probably didn't rest. Most people think the two are synonymous, but they are not. We need both. But sleeping is more a physical state, whereas resting is as spiritual as it is physical. It involves your whole being. The word rest can be summarized as R, releasing, E, everything, S, solely, T, to God. So rest is releasing everything solely to God. So when God says, "Come to me, all who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest," he's not speaking of getting some shut-eye, but intentionally entering into a period of total release. I know letting go is not always easy, but when we do, our minds, our bodies, and our souls can be rejuvenated despite the chaos around us. After you've done everything you know to do, give it to God and let it go. Now, letting go is not easy, but not letting go might kill you. Make the choice. For more, go to gracechurchva.org, and as always, live big.
It's totally normal to be constipated with belly pain, straining, and bloating again and again.
No way. You could have a chronic condition called irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C. Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives to help relieve belly pain and let you have more frequent and complete bowel movements. Individual results may vary. Do not give to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor today. You may be able to save on Linzess and make fewer trips to the pharmacy. See if you're eligible to pay as little as $30 for 90 days. Visit linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by AbbVie and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
Hi, this is Steve Arterburn from New Life Live. I want to just encourage you to tune in to our program every day. If you're struggling with some area, or someone you know is struggling in some area, and you'd like to be able to give them some good, godly advice, maybe we can help you with that here on New Life Live. We're right here on WAVA 105.1 at 1 p.m. It's part of life-changing talk radio. Come join us for New Life.
My 8-year-old niece and I have one very important thing in common: a deep, passionate love for cheesecake. I remember stopping over once with the famous Cheesecake Factory cheesecake. She'd attacked that thing exactly like she should. Mid-piece, she looks up and she's got it everywhere. On her nose, her chin, and literally a smear across her elbow. As I was thinking about that moment this week, I thought, that's how I want our Faith and Family Mortgage team to be. When WAVA listeners choose to call us, it really is a gift for us to get to work for you. And whether we're talking refinance, cash out refinance, or new home purchase, it's a really big deal. So we better be attacking your situation with the fervor of an 8-year-old with her cheesecake. We'll do the work. You just sit back and relax. We are United Faith Mortgage.
We pay your appraisal fees, up to $500.
UMC Mortgage Company, Melville, New York. NMLS number 1330. NMLSconsumeraccess.org. In refinance, total refinancing charges may be higher over life of loan.
This report is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance, where you only pay for what you need. Accident on the shoulder, westbound 66 between the Fairfax County Parkway and Virginia 28. Crash blocks the left lane in Spotsylvania on westbound Virginia 3 at Bragg Road. 13th Street shut down northbound at Park Road and Monroe Street because of water main repair. Southbound side of 13th Street is closed at Otis Place and Monroe Street. Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance. Liberty Mutual customizes your insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Customize and save with Liberty Mutual Insurance. I'm Ken Berger with traffic on WAVA.
We'll see patchy clouds for this evening, low 32. Mostly cloudy skies on tap for tomorrow with a flurry late in the afternoon, high 39. Considerable clouds tomorrow night with periods of snow in the evening, followed by snow, sleet, and freezing rain late, accumulating 1 to 3 inches, low 30. Cloudy Thursday, a little snow and sleet, accumulating a coating to an inch. Thursday will reach a high of 35. With the AccuWeather forecast, I'm Drew Shannon.
All right. We got a malfunction of a machine here. Let me see if I can get this straightened out. Don't leave me too many moving parts. Anyway, look, we don't need that. I was going to play a bumper, but we're fine. We got some calls lined up. I'm talking with Mark Livingstone. He, of course, is the founder and president of a great organization known as Cornerstone First, and they're actually Cornerstone First Financial is their official name. Their website's cornerstonefirst.com. Their phone number is 202-625-1221. Ours is 888-293-9282. And let us talk with Kathy in Clarksburg. Hi, Kathy. You're on with Mark.
Hey, Kathy.
Hi there.
Hello.
I've got a question about title insurance. Those commercials, they come on and they scare you. They make you think that, somebody could actually own the title deed to your house and you think you own it and you don't. So I wanted to ask you a little bit about that. Like, how do I know if I have title insurance or not? Because when we first bought our home, I did have, looking through paperwork, I found some certificate that we had some sort of a title insurance, but then we refinanced after that. How does that get handled? Would that have been passed on? Would I see it as part of my payment? Would I be getting a bill every once a year if I still
Kathy,
had it?
All right, so you would have paid a one-time fee for title insurance. There's two different types. There's what's called lenders and owners title insurance. So the lenders mandate that you have the lender's title insurance. And then the owner's title insurance, it's up to you. And now here's the thing, though. It's up to you to say you don't want it if you don't want it. And if you didn't say that, you're going to have it. I could almost make that into a rap song. Did that make sense? Anyway.
That's actually good news, though, because so you think I probably have it. If
Absolutely,
I
yes.
didn't
If you were to look at your list of closing costs and closing fees, it's going to say on their title insurance. You wouldn't have gotten a loan without it, without the title insurance from the lender, and then you likely have the owner's title insurance unless you had requested to have it taken off. Now, at Cornerstone, one of the things that we do is we offer what's called a reissue rate. If you've refinanced or purchased your home in the last 60 months or 5 years, you're automatically going to get the reissue rate, which is about 3/4 lower than what you would pay for a new policy. So there's your answer. I encourage you to call the office at 202-625-1221 and speak to a loan officer and check your mortgage rate, Kathy, and then hopefully we can do something for you, okay?
Well, we're almost paid off with our mortgage. I think we're going to pay it off in about 4 more months. So
congratulations.
Should I still get that title insurance, though?
No. You already have it, and you already have the title insurance from when you last took it out, okay? But we got to have a mortgage burning party for you.
Yes.
MVP,
yes,
mortgage burning party. There you go. Hey, thanks for calling and thanks for listening.
Let's talk with Heather in Charles County. Hi, Heather. You're on with Mark.
Hey, Heather.
Hi, calling to ask, we have a mortgage, 15-year mortgage. We got about 5.5 years left with about a 3.125%. Is it worth looking to refinance?
No. If you have how many years left?
About 5.5.
Unless you want cash out, you're paying so much principal towards that loan right now. So the shorter the term, i.e. 5 versus 10 versus 15, the more money's going towards principal. When you take out a 30-year fixed rate loan, almost all that money, all the payments the first couple of years is going to pay down interest, not principal. So as you accelerate the years, a lot more is going towards principal. Now, on a different note, if you're looking for cash out for any reason, if your goal is to have the house paid off, no, don't do anything. However, Heather, if your goal is to, pay off credit card bills or take that money and invest it in some investment that's going to pay higher than what the interest rates are right now, then yes, I would say do a refinance. But if it's just to get the house paid off and have a mortgage burning party like Kathy who just called, then I would say stay where you are. It doesn't make sense to refinance.
Okay, I'm going to party on then.
There you go. Party on,
Thanks.
Heather.
Thanks very much. Let's talk with Dean. Dean in Herndon, Virginia. You're on with Mark. Go ahead.
Dean.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
My question, I just moved here about a year ago with the federal government, and I'm looking at buying. But my issue is I plan on retiring in about 3 years. And my question is, would I be wise to hold on to the property to get the equity and the property growth, or when I retire in 3 years, sell it because I'd be looking to relocate?
It depends on if you have the stomach to be a landlord. I definitely say that you should purchase a home. It's an excellent opportunity right now. And so purchase a home, and then in 3 years, you can make that educated decision as to whether or not you want to hold or sell. But I can tell you right now that dollars to donuts, that house will have appreciated in 3 years, and you'll have made more money on the investment of the property than you would putting it in the market. And then you, Dean, can decide if you want to be a landlord and collect rent and do all that kind of stuff from out of state, which I don't necessarily encourage. But if you have the stomach for it and renting it and checking credits and doing all that kind of stuff, then I would say go buy something now. Absolutely. One of the fastest ways to becoming a millionaire in this country is through real estate ownership.
Thank you for the call very much, Dean. Listen, folks, we've got about, probably 15 minutes of actual time left for you to get in, ask your question, and we'd love to have you do it. Lines are open right now at 888-293-9282, 888-293-9282. After the show's over, of course, you can still call the office because they'll be there throughout the evening. Old Simon Legree here has told the staff they have to work.
I don't know who that is.
They have to work tonight at 202-625-1221. 202-625-1221. And in the meantime, right now, talk with Mark personally at our number here, 888-293-9282. Lines are open right now. Be quick, though.
Do you suffer from lower back pain, knee pain, foot pain, plantar fasciitis, arthritis, fallen arches, or neuropathy? Do you? If yes, just stop and write this magic word, G-Defy. G-D-E-F-Y. What is G-Defy? G-Defy is the footwear designed by Gravity Defier Medical Technology with the worldwide patented VersoShock sole. Their shoes are clinically proven to relieve pain by a double-blind clinical study conducted by Olive View UCLA Medical Center. You can try a pair free for 30 days with free corrective fit orthotic inserts. If you're not satisfied, just return the shoes for a full refund and keep the orthotics as a gift. Put an end to suffering.
Save $20 and get free shipping from Gravity Defier when you go to gdefy.com/radio and use code RADIO. That's gdefy.com/radio. Code RADIO.
You have nothing to lose but your pain.
Have you or your children ever faced hunger at a level where your life or theirs was at risk? Or have you ever been in a situation where you had little or no access to clean drinking water and no ability to get it? For most of us in the United States, we have never had to face that crisis. But for children in the countries of Malawi, Zambia, and Uganda, it is a battle they face every single day. Cross International is asking for your help to provide life-saving resources for children in these African countries and other nations where Cross International has partners and is working to solve this crisis. A $62 one-time gift per child will provide life-saving resources like food, water, and also provide Bibles. If you would like to give a life-saving gift right now for one or more of these children, call 866-222-9566. That's 866-222-9566, or go to WAVA.com and click on the Cross International banner, or just enter the keyword Africa.
W. Somerset Maugham, who wrote of human bondage, once said, "It seems that my heart had some deep ancestral craving for God, which my reason would not allow." Hi, this is Lon Solomon, and Somerset Maugham is right. There is a deep craving for God inside of each one of us. God placed it there when he created us so that we would seek him through faith in Jesus Christ. The problem is, as Maugham noted, that far too many of us intellectualize this craving away. Be careful that you don't allow yourself to be educated beyond your intelligence. Not a sermon, just a thought.
For more information on Not a Sermon, Just a Thought, you can check out our website at notasermon.com. That's notasermon.com.
Actual patient testimonials results may vary.
If you've been suffering with painful and embarrassing varicose and spider veins, the fact is they're not going to get better on their own. It's time to stop thinking about getting treatment and start doing something about it. And Vein Clinics of America can help.
I was too embarrassed to wear shorts, dresses. I am so glad I came in. I can do and wear whatever I want.
For more than 40 years, the doctors at Vein Clinics of America have been the leading experts in the minimally invasive treatment of vein disease. What does that mean for you? No major surgery, no downtime, and no more ugly varicose and spider veins.
My legs looked beautiful, they felt beautiful, and I felt good inside.
Feel confident again and live your best life with Vein Clinics of America. Medicare and most insurance is accepted, so call now to see if you qualify for a free, no-obligation consultation.
Call 800-761-5522. 800-761-5522. 800-761-5522.
Hey, folks, you're losing a great opportunity right now. Phone lines open. Be quick. Call 888-293-9282. Talk to Mark Livingstone, owner and president of Cornerstone First Financial. He is indeed also a fellow follower of the Lord Jesus, has been for years. He and I have talked about some of his missions journeys, and you are sort of, in a way, a disciple of Lon Solomon, right? I mean,
That's
he's
right.
ministered to you for years.
I studied under his tutelage. I've been on all of his trips, Israel, Egypt, Greece.
Yeah, we were talking about him off air. Brilliant man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a really, truly great man of God. I love hearing him. But more to the point, we'd like to hear from you right now at 888-293-9282. No question that you have is a dumb one, except the one you didn't ask. So maybe it's about how to get your next mortgage, whether to refinance, what interest rates are available. Talk, if you would, also about some of the other. You have a guarantee. I've heard you say it often.
That's right. We'll meet or beat any competitor on this very station,
Yeah.
or we'll pay your mortgage for an entire year. And so what it is, Don, is that we are a broker and a lender.
Right.
And what that means is that as a lender, we can set our own rates. So if somebody were to say, hey, Mark, I got this rate of this low, I would say, all right, well, we're going to do it. I don't like doing loans for free, but to follow my guarantee, that's what we would have to do.
Sure.
Now, obviously, there's some restrictions. So, for example...
Well, you add that at the end of it. I don't blame you.
Yes, I do. So there are some restrictions there. For example, Wells Fargo has a great wealth management that if you have $5 million with them, they'll give you an incredible rate. Obviously, I'm not going to meet or beat that rate. But Cornerstone, I'm so convinced that we have the best service, the best rates, the best everything, as you just said before.
That's true.
I've just
in fact, tomorrow we're wrapping the whole thing up within a no more. I don't even know if it's 3 weeks. It's no more than 2.5 weeks. Everything's being wrapped up tomorrow. I just got the notice from some of your staff today.
Excellent.
Made me feel good all over.
There you go. So therefore, we can, and I can guarantee to personally, as the president of the company, to meet or beat any competitor. Just send us your mortgage statement. We'll see what we can do. And guess what? If it doesn't make sense, we're going to tell you. We're not going to sell you something that you don't need. We're in this business for the long haul, and give us a call at 202-625-1221 or go online to our website at cornerstonefirst.com.
Now, what's the quickest you've ever closed something?
Well, by law, with a CFPB, you can't close a loan within 10 days. So we've closed a loan in 11 days.
That's outstanding.
It's outstanding. And right now, when there's so much competition for purchases, you want to work with a company that can deliver what they promise. And we will close a loan in under 30 days if that's the buyer's prerequisite to selling it to a specific person. I had an agent the other night. She needed a pre-approval at 10 o'clock at night. I sent it over, and she goes, well, they want to close within 3 weeks. I said, done, and done, and we got that contract. So it's just a matter of setting yourself up with somebody that can deliver what they promise, quick settlements, lowest interest rates, lowest costs. We have all of it.
888-293-9282, just about 6 minutes of airtime for the callers to get in. So be quick with your call at 888-293-9282, 888-293-9282. Deb in Manassas, you're on with Mark Livingstone. He's
I know he is.
Yeah, he's a good man.
Constitutional attorney. Yeah. Great guy. Listen to him all the time.
Right.
Hi,
Mark
guys.
Livingstone,
Hey,
go ahead.
Deb. Welcome to the show.
Question. My mom recently passed away. And nice to meet you, by the way, virtually.
Yep. Sorry about
My
your
mom passed away. Her house is in a trust account, which I'm a trustee. We have a written agreement through a lawyer with our next-door neighbor, kind of like a rent-to-own, because they want the house for their daughter. Unfortunately, the husband just passed away from COVID, and now they've lost the source of income to try and get a mortgage. So I'm not exactly sure.
Unfortunately,
how they
with no
can
income,
qualify.
no loan. No, unfortunately, with no income, no loan. But
Well, he passed away. She has income. The daughter has income, but they've lost a third source
right.
for.
So what we
loan.
would do is see if the daughter and the mother qualify on their own, and we can do that. And you can even have somebody in the house as a non-qualifying person. So we're happy to go over that angle. And, yeah, a lot of people don't realize there are several different angles. And we are a creative lender. And if it means, putting mom on the title or the daughter on the title, we'll do that. So if you've been turned down before by someone else, call us at Cornerstone First. And Deb, give me a call. You can call me personally. I'll be back in the office in about 30 minutes, and I'm happy to go over that with you. The office number is 202-625-1221, and my email is mark@cornerstonefirst.com.
Thanks for the call very much, Deb. Give Mark a call. Quick break. We have Carol coming up from Fredericksburg right after this break.
Do you think you can change the world? So do we. At Regent University, we offer 135 online and on-campus degrees in high-demand fields such as business, healthcare, cybersecurity, nursing, and more. Recognized as a top national university by U.S. News & World Report, Regent will prepare you to excel in your career and make a difference. Join our distinguished alumni leading the way in boardrooms, classrooms, courtrooms, operating rooms, and more. Earn your degree online or at our beautiful Virginia Beach campus with flexible hours to fit your busy schedule. Changing the world starts at Regent University. Visit regent.edu/learn more.
Hi, I'm Patrick Fingles, owner of New Look Home Design. You know how you go out to your car and the windshield's covered in frost? You don't have an ice scraper or gloves, so you just have to use a credit card. You stand there with frozen fingers thinking, why does life have to be so hard? Well, at New Look, at least we make getting a new roof easy. We offer both virtual and on-site same-day estimates. We give you a 3D rendering of your new roof with detailed measurements so you know exactly what you're getting. And paying for your roof has never been easier. Right now, save 50% on all roofing materials. Plus, qualify for interest-free financing until 2022. And it's all backed by our price guarantee. Find out why over 40,000 homeowners have trusted New Look. Don't you wish everything in life could be as easy as getting a New Look roof? Call 800-279-5300. That's 800-279-5300. NewLookHomeDesign.com. While we can't make everything easy, we can make roofing easy.
Your business is ready for a reboot, a recharge. The way our companies operate has changed. Adapting to the changes hasn't been easy, but never more important to succeed. Many of the digital resources available have helped overcome obstacles your business is facing. But are you using the full potential of every one of them? That's where Salem Surround can help. Your business needs to use digital tools more than ever to stay in touch with customers, making buying decisions right now and for the future. Will they consider or even know about you? The marketing team at Salem Surround gives you the tools needed to stand out and be visible to current and potential customers online right now looking for what you do. We'll design a plan that targets and surrounds customers with proven marketing strategies. Contact Salem Surround for a free evaluation of your marketing plan and see how we can help place your advertising message in front of today's consumers. Learn more at surrounddc.com. Surrounddc.com. Connecting you with new customers.
God draws people to himself in very different ways. On the next Focus on the Family, Dr. Gary Chapman will help you understand God's love for you with the 5 love languages. He'll also share some practical ways that you can grow in your relationship with God. Next time on Focus on the Family with Jim Daly.
Tuesday at 4:30 a.m., 7 a.m., 11:30 a.m., and 8:30 p.m. on WAVA.
Journalism is a tough business, especially when it's investigative.
It's not based on personality, talent, and academics.
It's a beauty contest set up for beautiful people.
I'm going to be a contestant and infiltrate the operation from the inside.
Smart cookie. But there's one thing Liz didn't figure on.
Liz, you're a finalist in the Young Miss Odyssey contest!
On the next Adventures in Odyssey.
Tuesday at 8 p.m. on WAVA.
The Don Kroah Show on WAVA, about 4 more minutes or so with Mark Livingstone. We're going to go right to Carol in a moment, but hey, there's still a line open. Well, all the lines are open except that one. If you want to get in a quick call, 888-293-9282, 888-293-9282. Carol in Fredericksburg, thanks for waiting. You're on with Mark.
Hey, Carol.
Hi. Hey, I'm calling because my current interest rate is 3.25, and we just refinanced like 2 or 3 months ago. Is it even worth
Great
refinancing
question.
again?
Okay, so it's going to be predicated on what's your loan amount. Wait, don't tell me yet. I would say if you have $275,000 or higher loan amount, then I would say yes, it makes sense. The rate today on our 30-year fixed rate with no points is 2.625%. And something to keep in mind, Carol, and the listeners out there, when you hear these ultra-low interest rates being advertised in the paper or on the radio or wherever, TV, 9 times out of 10, people, they're charging you points. You don't want to pay points on a refinance because they're not tax deductible, and most lenders won't tell you that. So, Carol, what's your loan amount?
$200,000.
$200,000. Huh. Tell you what, send your mortgage statement over, and we'll see if it makes sense for you to refinance, and you will set the threshold on what it takes per month to save. But I bet that you would save about $170 a month. You decide if that makes sense. Okay, so give us a call, 202-625-1221. And again, remember that if someone is telling you they have an ultra low rate, it's 9 times out of 10 going to be because they're not telling you, they're charging you junk fees or points. And you got to work with a friend you can trust, and that is us at Cornerstone First Financial, 202-625-1221. And as I said in the beginning of the show, rates are at the lowest level in 50 years. We've seen 15 record-setting drops this year alone, and rates right now are 2.625, 30-year fixed, no points. Our 15-year rate is 2.375. That's on a 15-year. So why not take a 30-year and make it a 15-year, and likely your payment will stay the same or just go up a little, and you'll pay off your house much, much sooner. So give us a call at 202-625-1221, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Carol. Have a great evening.
Now, the last couple of minutes, talk about where to from here, both with housing and with mortgages, interest rates. Where do you see in your crystal ball?
Okay, well, the Fed has postured, Don, that they're not going to raise rates for a couple years. So will they stay this low? I believe so. I don't think if they go up, they'll go up very much at all. Right now, we don't want we don't want the rates to go up, and I think that the Fed doesn't want to scare the American public, and so they're going to leave rates low, and it's a great time.
Last moment or two here. What can prospective home buyers do to get themselves ready? We talk about getting the home ready for the seller, what he or she needs to do to get the house ready to sell, but reverse.
Call the office, get your credit pulled, make sure there's nothing on there that's unexpected, get your finances in order. In some cases, you may not have enough trade lines on your credit report, so I would encourage you to go get a gas card. These are just tips that we will let you know when you call the office and say, hey, I'm thinking about moving and buying a house in the next 6 to 12 months. Call us. We'll help counsel you to get you in a position so you are overwhelmingly the best client to buy the house. And then when you get that contract, we will write that letter, take out the contingencies if we can, and you're off to the races.
Great to see you.
Great to be here, Don. Always a pleasure, my friend.
And, folks, you will get good treatment when you call that number. 202-625-1221 is our number here. Is rather the number at, they're all sitting there saying, we need Mark back here because the phones are going to start ringing.
That's right. That's right. They're all sitting there waiting to take your calls, your listeners' calls. So, hey, guys, do yourself a favor. Check your mortgage statement. Call us now, 202-625-1221 or cornerstonefirst.com.
Folks, thank you for being with us this afternoon, and we'll do it again tomorrow.
Hey, this is Norm with A-Action Home Services, reminding you to set up your $69 heating system maintenance visit. Call us at 703-922-1900, and you too can say, problem solved.
Listen to Pathway to Victory with Robert Jeffress, weeknights at 7 here on 105.1 FM WAVA.
Lives change here. You're listening to 105.1 FM, WAVA FM, and HD1 Arlington. Life changing. WAVA